You know, when I was younger, I used to use the word punk all the time. Don't be a punk, man. Go rob that 7-Eleven. I think it's because I heard my older brothers saying it a lot, and I believe I got the word jank from my older brothers as well. But the word punk on the streets is nothing like lockup. Nothing like lockup whatsoever. If you get called a punk in prison or jail, that is automatic fighting words, and if you don't fight, then you definitely are a punk. And not to mention, in a lot of prisons, the word punk means you're sleeping with other men. So to be called that and you're not sleeping with other men or anything is like the ultimate disrespect. But let's go ahead and break down the list of punk moves you should never do and lock up. This is my first time doing a format like this in a while, so it's kind of hard to look at the camera. I'm used to looking over here because of doing reactions, so bear with me. Now, first on the list for punk moves in prison. Not paying your debt. There's two ways of not paying your debt in lockup, right? One, your money just didn't hit on time and it was an honest mistake. Or two, you weren't never planning on having any money and you were planning on bucking on the damn debt to begin with. Bucking in lockup means exactly what it sounds like. When a bull bucks, gives you some fight back, bull, horse, whatever you want to call it. But that's what you're doing. You're bucking. You're not paying. Fuck you. Get it from the rough. That's some punk move shit, man. And some guys will do it just because they know they'll beat your ass. They don't care if you want to throw hands. They know for a fact they're going to win. At least in their head. I mean, no one really knows for a fact what could happen in a fight, especially in lockup. But still, in their head, they ain't never lost a fight. And they're not going to, so why am I going to pay the debt? Believe it or not, there's a lot of people in lockup that do that shit. They take advantage of the weaker guys, even though they're in the mix and no one's really messing with them. They'll go borrow food from them and know that they ain't got to pay them back because there ain't going to be no issues. There ain't going to be no blowback. It's just like on the streets when you're analyzing someone to rob. You don't want to go rob someone that looks like he works for SWAT. Same goes for prison, man. People look for punks, softer looking cats to do this type shit too. And that rolls into number two. Let's say that guy doesn't pay you your money. He's a punk for bucking on your money. He knew he was going to do it to begin with. Now, what you do after the fact is what's going to make you look like a punk or not. What are you going to do after he says, I'm not going to pay you? If you don't fight, honestly, you're going to look like a punk. Word's going to spread around the block that homeboy pretty much robbed you. But at the same time, if it's like, some head up and some organization looking like Debo, fool, I mean, the block would understand. The block will understand. You learn from your mistakes. Don't let that dude borrow from you no more. That's why in prison, man, I always just, if someone needed something, I just let them have it. If it was something petty, hey, you ain't got to give me nothing back. Here, bro, just take it. That kills a lot of drama and it builds a little bit more of a friendship, even though I'm not looking for friends in there. But yeah, number one, borrowing stuff, knowing you're not going to be able to pay your debt. And number two, you could definitely look like a punk if you don't fight back after something like that happens. Now, number three rolls into fighting as well. What are you going to do after the fact? Let's say you get your ass beat. I've seen some guys get beat up and then check out. Some people just can't live with the individual that just, beat the dog piss out of them. But if you happen to want to go tell the COs or correctional officers, deputies, whoever's working, that you want to get out the block because you just got beat up in a fight, you're going to look like a full-fledged 100% punk. Even if you got two black eyes, a broken nose, possibly maybe a broken jaw. I'm not going to tell the police nothing. If they happen to see it during count because I got a buzzed head and my face is swelled up like a melon, then that's on them. That ain't on me. I did everything I could. I stayed away from the police as long as possible. So a lot of guys will get beat up really bad and they're not really that bad off. They're just swelled up or something like that, got a little cut, and they'll go down to the booth with a quickness. They'll lock down the whole pod, do an investigation, take those guys out, rehouse them. Do not willingly go and, show the police what happened to your face. Unless you're like stabbed up a few times, man, and you're leaking and it ain't stopping bleeding, then that's something. I'm going. I'm rolling. Bruh, look, I got shanked the fuck up. I don't know who did it. I didn't see nothing but come get me. Unless you want to look like a punk, even if your face is swelled up, stay the hell away from the police. But this is just my personal input on how not to look like a punk. You can do anything you want at your own discretion. This is another punk move, and I don't even know what number on the list we are. I think number 4 or something, but it goes along with fighting as well. A lot of guys right before a fight, this is some pure punk shit, especially in like a cell block where the booth is right there looking at everything. They'll start screaming. They'll get real mad and start screaming at the guy right before they're about to fight. Look, when you People are going to call you a punk because you're making a scene. You're making a scene knowing damn well the police are going to see it, lock it down, and take it, split y'all up. So if you don't want to look like a punk and you're about to get in a fight, watch your voice level. Do it quietly. Walk up the stairs to the cell and handle your business. The only sounds people should hear is thumping on concrete and steel. Don't be screaming and making a scene before a fight. You'll definitely look like a punk. /snitch. And speaking of snitching, this goes into another punk move. Late at night, those sergeants in the cell like to write kites to the real sergeants. They'll write kites saying, oh, so-and-so is just got a shipment in today. I seen the CO so-and-so go into the cell. He's got weapons. And 90% of it would be false. That's called writing an inmate out the block. They'll do anything. They'll say, make up anything to get that fool out. Chances are he ain't doing none of that shit. He's just a loudmouth causing trouble. Bullying the block. I seen a lot of guys write people out just because they're a bullying. Don't ever, dare ever write a kite to the police writing, saying anything about anyone. That's straight 100% pure punk shit. Now, there are certain situations, man, but this is only for the prestige. You can't just do this at any given time. And not just anyone can do this either. I've told stories where I have written myself out the block, made up a story about someone in there. No names, of course, no names. I just made up some bullshit because when I came into these blocks, they were absolutely broke. No gambling. They didn't have nothing, or they were on some kind of restrictions. I was coming out the hole, and they were in the hole, but in their cell block. No phones, no TV, shit like that. I'm not coming out the hole and going right back into a whole situation. Hell no. I remember I got Brittany. I said, Brittany, you gotta get me the hell out of this block. This place sucks ass. Brittany called up there. I can't remember what I told her to say, but got me up out of there. And the COs even said, look, we know what you're doing, man. We know what you're doing. There ain't no TV in there. You want out. So they'll catch on quick, but there are ways to write yourself out the block. I call it block hopping, man. I had to do it sometimes to try to find Grizzy. There's like 20 blocks. How you going to find him? You got to block jump. In and out. Now you know the drill. What else I got on this damn list? Stealing. Sneak thief shit. Pure punk move, man. So don't be stealing anything in lockup that is punk shit. No one respects a thief. Now last but not least, and this kind of sums everything up, okay? Anything that might get the whole block locked down is some punk ass shit. Don't do it. I got the block locked down a couple times, and one of those times it was kind of like some punk shit. Because, I stole some batteries to light up a cigarette. And really all they wanted to know was who stole the batteries. And they wanted the batteries back. I couldn't give them the batteries. If I can't give them the batteries, I'm not telling them who took the batteries. What's the point? Yeah, I took them, but I ain't got them. What's the point of that? So the whole block was locked down for a while. And they're pretty mad at me. It was some punk shit. I should just went down there and told the police I did it. They would have taken me to the hole and let everyone else out. But see how I'm saying just me? Even though it was like 15 of us smoking, we were all in on it. I was just the one that took the batteries. So that's some other punk shit. If you ever think, the batteries were taken and the police came in and said, hey, whoever took the batteries, don't ever think about all your other homeboys that indulged in the battery lighting with you. You took the batteries, so take that fall. But yeah, there's all kinds of ways that you could earn the title punk in prison. But I guess I can't leave this one out. The most popular meaning of punk in prison is someone that sleeps with another man. So I got to reiterate that. And just so you know, if you so happen to ever get locked up, don't let anybody ever call you that. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't done no prison knowledge episode in a very long time. This is kind of like a one-on-one special. I remember I used to do the close-up videos in the beginning. My face be right in the damn camera. Now I walk around, I'm mobile. I love this standing desk, man. I mean, I could sit at any time because it's adjustable, but I strongly recommend anybody that sits at a desk for a long period of time, start standing. I think I've lost some weight, actually having a standing desk, burning calories. But anyways, all you cats out there that are locked up or have done time in lockup, if I left anything out when it comes down to becoming a punk, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I salute to every last one who's been supporting me since the beginning, and everybody who's just now joining the lockdown compound. Y'all be easy, be safe, and stay free.